survive now when I look in your I feel paralyzed.
Check, check. What's up, Crowley? Are you here?
Yeah, hello.
Yo. So, lobbies are gonna go
Is my
live.
mic-
Yeah, your mic is good, man.
Yeah.
Lobbies are gonna go live in 3 minutes. Remember, you gotta join the lobby ASAP.
The tab is open. You just let me know when I have to join.
Easy.
It refreshes ASAP, right? Or do I have to like refresh it?
No, it'll refresh on its own. Wait for me to join the lobby first, otherwise camera
Yeah.
control goes shit.
Yeah.
What are your predictions? FDG or...
FDG.
Have you played with these guys before?
Yeah.
Only
We
pubs though.
scrim them all the time.
Oh, you scrim them? With... Oh,
Yeah.
but you don't have a team. Who do you scrim them with?
Sure, bro. I don't have a team.
Combat
when
gods.
when we were scrimming those few days. Yeah, but they're all pretty famous in MMR also, so it's fine.
Anything particular that we're looking forward to? So EVOS, I know, likes to run a lot of Sand King.
Yeah, the Sand King player is pretty good actually.
Yeah,
They
he...
played Sand King versus Entity also yesterday, right?
Yep. And that Sand King was, I think he was one of the main reasons why Meepo had trouble.
Actually, Invoker was the reason. He had like 3 farm mags or some shit. So
Mhm.
they did not pressure Invoker in yesterday's game as much as I saw. Even I was playing, so I saw a little bit.
Okay, and I know there's a bit of bad blood between you and Entity, but what was your honest opinion of the game itself yesterday? Do you think Entity has improved, or do you think they've gone backwards? What's the prognosis on their death report?
It's putting me on the spot. This is not allowed, bro.
No, I mean from a purely Dota perspective, what do you think went wrong? Let's put it that way.
I think the draft ended up being greedy.
Mm-hmm.
And Swifty obviously had some problems in the offlane. Like you play mid your entire life and then you're suddenly offlane.
Yeah, that couldn't have
Yeah.
been comfortable for him, right?
Yeah, and another thing was they needed to pressure the Invoker. I think that's the only problem. Like Meepo was having a great game. Like
Okay,
he had
I'm gonna have to
beat-
interrupt you for a second. The lobby's up.
Uh,
You need to
okay.
jump in.
I don't see it. Okay, FDG was. I click
Mhm.
on it.
You click on it and
Spectate.
then you click on spectate. Then you go inside Dota and the bot will send you an invite.
Easy.
That face it technology.
I mean, face it, boys.
Next level.
So I didn't see the entire game, but till 15 or 20 minutes I saw when Meepo was solo rushing and stuff. So I think it's just the Invoker. So after one point when Invoker has a lot of levels, even if Meepo is fully farmed, he's just going to be in the air. He'll come down, he'll get mana burn. He'll get stuck in the ice wall. There's the Sand King also there. What was the carry in that game again?
I don't remember
Basically,
either.
they had a lot of Meepo counters as far as I remember.
Yeah, they had a lot of control for the Meepo. But as far as who was their physical DPS? I can't remember myself.
I'll just check. PA, Clock, Sand King,
Right, PA.
A, Invoker. So they had Spirit Breaker and Puck and Ursa to like continuously fight when Meepo was farming, but
It's
maybe they should have gone for a silencer or
it
something.
felt like, so again, this is my horrible analysis, but it felt like these guys, Entity came into the qualifiers with like a set lineup. They got figured out very easily. If anyone was watching their games, you'd know that Jobbies, he's always going to be playing one of three heroes. Bing is going to get Night Stalker almost every single occasion.
So
and
did they ban out the Night Stalker or what?
yeah, if I'm not wrong, the Night Stalker was banned. The LC was banned as well, if I remember correctly. But you know,
Have
they
you-
tried to do something new in that final game, but it seemed like they were not prepared for it. I did see a couple of mechanical mistakes coming out from Swifty in the lane as well. He got caught out in the trees, etc. But
I mean, it's fine. Yeah, it didn't seem like a Meepo game also. That's my problem about the draft. I
Mhm.
mean, I'm not a Meepo player, but even if I knew how to play Meepo, I wouldn't pick Meepo versus Sand King and Invoker. But it's obviously playable. It's not like it's not playable. It's not like a Magnus or something, but still.
yeah, they seem to be doing well early. I think the turning point of that game was when EVOS decided to go and take Roshan themselves. And if I'm not wrong, they had an Ursa as well as a Meepo in that game, right?
Yeah.
So that's the best possible lineup to take Rosh, and when you don't take Rosh with that sort of a lineup, you're essentially losing out a lot of your mid-game
So
potential.
did they play Puck versus Puck and someone in the offlane, or was the Puck solo?
Puck was solo in the offlane.
So what they could have done is maybe played CM and Ursa top, and even if Spirit Breaker ended up dying few times at the bottom lane, make sure Puck has a good start, you know, like early wand bottles and stuff.
I think the bigger issue was EVOS didn't really have anything to kill the Puck in the lane. He should not have died there.
I didn't say if he died or not. I'm asking you if he had a good start or not.
No, he didn't have a good start at all. They
I mean,
scored a kill
Puck
on him when...
Puck versus PA is like pretty good, right? Because he can't get harassed by the PA.
Right, but you had a Clockwork coming in from time to time. But again, Clockwork should not be able to hold a Puck in position, right?
Yeah, Clock isn't a hero who can kill Puck and Queen type of course.
I
Early
think-
game at least.
So the Clock actually made a good play there when he actually got the cogs off just as Swifty was trying to Illusory Orb out at one point. So the Orb got cancelled and he got killed off there. But
Oh,
I mean,
Out-
in an ideal
outplay
situation that should
scenes.
not be happening.
yeah.
But yeah, I can imagine the nerves as well playing best of one, open
Yeah.
qualifiers, last chance, all that.
I can relate. I think it's fine. Let's see how they do in the ESL thing now. Hopefully they win.
IQ is coming down as well, I believe. IQ actually got crowdfunded. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool,
I
huh?
know. It's cool. Cambodia cares about the Dota players. Imagine asking for a crowd for funding in India. The amount of FUs you're going to get for asking money from the crowd is like unreal. No, but our organizations are pretty good nowadays. They can afford flights at least.
Hmm.
At least.
Back in my day, we had to take a bus from one end of the country to the other.
I was part of that day also.
I know, right? I remember these tournaments where I don't want to take names on the stream, but there used to be this one dude that used to be in charge of booking all the tickets, and every single time he'd end up booking like 1 or 2 tickets less, and he'd be sleeping on the floor. There'd be like 4 teams traveling together from Mumbai to Hyderabad, and because that fool didn't book everyone's tickets, he'd be sleeping on the floor.
That guy still exists. I don't want to take his name.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah. That's the best part about it. He still exists and he still does esports.
It's inside jokes, boys. No, wait, I think you're talking about another guy. The one I'm talking about is out of the scene now. He's not a part of esports anymore.
The one I'm talking, or you'll meet him in a week. Watching Abid playing Puck needs like 3 more games to go 10k.
The curse is real though. He's
No,
gonna-
the curse doesn't matter on good players, bro. He's winning all his lanes every game. He's winning alone, ganking alone, farming alone. It's a winning thing.
I saw the leaderboards. There was some image with some Chinese player who's already sitting at 10k MMR. What's that about?
Nah. That was fake. I think
Scam?
Vikram posted about it, right? It's fake. Some scam scenes were going on. I've legit seen someone having 10k party MMR though, like in the game.
MMR
Probably
is
some-
just a number.
Probably.
I mean, on the other end of the spectrum, we were playing a pub the other day and some guy shows up with like 400 solo MMR and destroys us. Casual smurf?
Yeah. Like a lot of high MMR players do that. They get all the 2-3k folk. They like to get their ID boosted, right? So then, and when their ID is boosted, they end up playing Spirit Breaker anyway in high average games. So most cases it's bad, but it can turn out to be good as well. So is EVOS in the lobby?
Yeah, one player left for EVOS and Bryant is sitting out. Buying time.
Alacrity, Bryant, Yang, Saki, who's perfect. Alacrity is a sick player, by the way.
What did he play for before this?
He played in that Mushi team before, Minsky 1 or Fnatic 1 for one qualifier. The last, what was the last qualifier before this? Kiev.
Kiev Major.
Uh,
FTG actually
Before-
won their Southeast Asia Division Tier 8. But I mean, if they
So-
won it, why didn't they qualify? Try and play through the Champions qualifier? That makes no sense.
they would have won it easily. Some Australian team won. Like they had no participants also. They were the only team that registered.
Yeah, I saw that. Easy.
Easy.
And then you put that on your resume and then go look at sponsors. Look, I'm in the top 8 of Southeast Asia. It's a good plan. But I mean, you can't blame them for signing up, right? I saw a few posts about how you're going to bring shame to SEA. Some very prominent members of the SEA community were posting shit like this, and I'm like, why?
I think I was one of them, but
Why would you do that? I mean, if others didn't register. The poor guys signed up thinking they'll compete.
No, I just wrote who are they. Like I added some F words in between, but that's all. I didn't like their shit and stuff like that. I didn't say that, but
I saw some familiar names though in that lineup. There's Lord Boons. Who did he play for?
Big and Black. Yeah, that was a team in ROG Masters.
Big and Black.
Yeah, Big and Black.
Pretty sure he's referring to his cat there.
I'm serious. His team name was Big and Black.
Lovely.
They were in a group.
Okay,
with
then
Secret.
we're gonna start. Let's stop discussing privates and generals now. EVOS versus FTG. Best of one still's going on here. It's the round of 16 now. The winner moves on to the quarterfinals. 2 BO1s and then BO3s all the way for the rest of this day. I'm CloudX. With me I've got Crowley. Before we get the draft even going, Crowley, just based on your knowledge of these two teams, what's your prediction? Who's the team with the upper hand here?
I've seen both of them playing. I think FDG is slightly better. I saw their games in the first qualifier was a Boom ID and stuff. They played some 60-70 minute games with good decision making. So EVOS on the other hand is also pretty good, but I've seen them tilt at times as well. But let's see. I think it's going to be pretty close and it's a BO1, so
So
matters a lot on the draft.
Sven first ban. Now this is very different from what we've been seeing throughout the qualifiers up until yesterday. There was Night Stalker and Bristleback favored in the top 4 bans, but today we're seeing those two being ignored for the most part, at least. Clockwork ban coming out from Fire Dragoon. Why?
Yeah, like Clockwork it's good. I think you should like pick up ban Clockwork, because if there's a Clockwork and you pick something like a Lina at mid, it's always like there's one factor that CG might walk in behind the tower with a boot and kill you. You always mostly end up picking Queen or Puck to like survive the CG ganks. So it's understandable, not bad.
Okay, we have a Night Stalker ban coming out anyway. LC has been rated quite highly as well.
All the cancer heroes are getting banned. They first banned Sven. That's pretty surprising, but I've seen FDG play Sven a lot, so it's fine.
Sven got a couple of nerfs, right, if I'm not wrong, in the last patch. So did the Clockwork. But clearly that's not enough to stop them from being picked in SEA.
Sven is like pretty good because of the stacking system again. So Respect ban on Sand King.
But yeah, good job there by FTG. I think that was much needed versus EVOS, but they instantly picked the Nyx. Now, Nyx is something that we saw Entity banning as their first ban regardless of the situation. What is with the love for this Nyx assassin?
In general, I think it's a pretty good hero.
10 seconds
And
remaining.
it's hard to pick like heroes like Storm, Tinker and stuff, so
5
it's a good first
seconds
pick opener,
remaining.
I think.
So mostly, okay, there's that Jakiro along with the Juggernaut. We saw Jakiro doing all sorts of nasty stuff in the qualifier number 1 with that magic piercing macro pyre at level 25. Juggernaut.
That game was mad. That game was mad. I liked how they played the Jakiro in that game.
Yeah, who'd have thought, man? Aghanim's Refresher Jakiro proves to be one of the most competent heroes to defend your high ground. But for those of you wondering what the hell we're referring to, we're talking about Veteran versus Entity Gaming that was in qualifier number 1 at the RO64.
The sad part about that is that day only I found out that there's a talent like that. That's the best part about it.
5 seconds remaining.
I like the AA pick versus the Juggernaut Healing Ward. Now, Fire Dragoon, they're still looking for their 4 position roaming support. EVOS, I'm gonna assume this is an offlane Nyx and a 5 position Ancient Apparition, but I'm sure they could swap it up if they need to.
I think it's offlane next. Like, I think they'll go for some like reliable stun versus Juggernaut, or they'll have to end up relying on the Impale every time, which is not like projectile and it's easily dodgeable by the spin. So
10 seconds remaining.
Maybe an Invoker pick comes out here. There's a lot of synergy with the Nyx and the Invoker when he goes hunting. We
yeah,
did
maybe
see
that's
EVOS.
why they probably pick Nyx first, because they can always get the Invoker, and you don't really want to pick Invoker into the Nyx. So
Yeah, FTG has an opportunity to ban out the Invoker here if they choose to, but for now they're just holding on to it. Maybe we see a Lifestealer ban coming out as well. There is that Infest bomb set up with the Nyx Assassin.
Reserved.
I think the Invoker ban. It's pretty good. I think they've seen the EVOS game from yesterday. Bans are identical. Alacrity is an Invoker god though.
But yeah, like you said, you don't want to put him up against a Nyx Assassin.
Next, yeah.
So 4th ban on the board for EVOS. FTG still looking for a mid and offlane and their own roaming support. Ogre's an option.
Remaining.
Ricky's an option as well. Maybe a Slaughter. I mean, I know this is very 2K logic, but amp damage versus the Nyx Invis isn't terrible, and Slaughter hunting an Ancient Apparition in the mid game phase.
I think Slider is better compared to the other two you called out. So I think Slider can be a thing here.
I think that's the problem when you pick up a hero like the Ancient Apparition as your 5. You have to worry about the enemy's 4 coming in, chewing your brains when you go warding in the jungle by yourself, and he's got to play really safe now.
One other thing I forgot to mention, the EVOS play a lot of Clockwork and SFs. That's probably the reason they banned it out.
Why the Viper ban though?
Yeah, Fire Dragoon plays Viper.
That's
Mid laner. Everyone plays Viper, but they play Viper a lot.
okay then. But Lina, pretty much the no-brainer pick here from them. EVOS, they have the opportunity to pick up the TA now. They know for a fact that there's not going to be a Viper coming their way, but I think Jakiro's alright versus the TA. You make a rotation towards the middle lane, spit on him a couple of times, walk away and give Lina that edge she needs to keep pushing the waves
No,
out.
but if needed, that Lina can be a support as well. I've seen them play a support Lina also. So
But
what if they just YOLO pick T and a Razor with the boot shows up at mid and he's like GG. GG.
But again, TA, I mean, Lina without having a straight stun seems a little worrisome, right? When you're running a Juggernaut and a Jakiro. Getting that Nyx is going to be quite hard.
Yeah, but the Nyx still can't lane in that like Jakiro Jug versus Nyx is still hard for him, I think.
Yeah,
Yep,
true that.
Nyx support.
Radiant team pick.
Okay then.
It's good. Axe is a reliable lockdown, I'd say. And it's a Jug counter as well.
Yeah, but I mean, during the laning stage, I think
Yeah.
Jakiro is good versus the Axe, right?
Even Juggernaut isn't too bad, like the spin damage is a lot. Let's see how much support he gets at top, because 1v3 can't play in that lane for sure.
You said top. Are you assuming this is an offensive try lane from FTG?
No, I meant like safe lane.
Ah, I like this. We're finally seeing an Earth Spirit pickup coming out. I was starting to
still in the pool.
exactly. Why has this hero been ignored for so long?
Normally teams with like some players, they have like special heroes, right? Like Invoker, Tinker, Earth Spirit, and
10
types.
seconds remaining.
So there are not a lot of people who play a lot of Mad
5
Earth Spirit.
seconds
So
remaining.
it's one of those things.
I haven't seen too many SEA teams playing the Wisp either. I think Faceless is one of the few that plays it. But at
I
least in the
don't
open quals,
remember them having success with the Wisp as well. So yeah, Wisp is not a C hero. Logically, it should be a C hero because we do a lot of split pushing, but I don't know. It's kind of hard to play it, I guess.
he was gonna go with the Slark as their fourth pickup.
Radiant team
Slark again. There is a fair bit of AOE control coming out for the Slark. Earth Spirit, Jakiro, Lina, all really good versus that hero. But in the absence of something like a disruptor or a straight up lockdown during a shadow dance, I think he should be okay.
10 seconds.
But I'm not quite seeing the synergy here for EVOS's lineup. They've got okay. I get the synergy with the axe and the ancient apparition. There's not so much value that the Slark adds in that mix. Nyx Assassin seems like a sore thumb just sticking out now.
Dire team back.
I think they might go for the Puck right now. TA seems too greedy with the Slark and Axe. I think it's a Puck pick now. Puck versus Lina isn't too bad. I think Puck can play it after raindrops. It's fine.
10 seconds remaining.
As for FTG, they're looking for an offlane, and LC is still in the mix. Do you want to go? Yeah, I don't think you want to go LC versus
Nah,
him.
LC isn't too good over here. Earthshaker was pretty good actually. Nice ban.
Dire team pick.
What else can they go for? No bad idea to get the Timbersaw either versus the Nyx. Maybe you look at, I don't know, Bristleback. He hasn't been banned out.
They have Juggernaut Magnus.
10
Oh yeah, Magnus could
seconds
work.
remaining.
Yeah, Magnus is pretty good here. Even EVOS can go for
5
Magnus, I think,
seconds remaining.
and play Slark as the one, but he'll get destroyed by the Lina at mid.
Reserve time.
Mm-hmm. It is EVOS's pick now though, so they need to make a decision. Just 10 seconds on the clock and it'll be the Queen. Okay, so not a greedy pick coming out from them, a good tempo controller, and there's the synergy with the Axe Initiation.
Yeah, but in most cases the Queen doesn't get ganked, but this game they have Lina and Earth Spirit. They can kill the Queen at mid. Pretty sure this is a Magnus game.
Queen versus Lina is a pretty even mid matchup, right?
Yeah, it's a even. I think it's a little bit Lina
5
favored, but
seconds remaining.
both farm end up having like after one point Lina is like gets level 5, level 3, Dragon Slave is like takes two-thirds of your HP or something, and then it's kind of bad, but early game should be fine. Like Queen has a lot of last hit damage and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think the other problem with Queen is for her to push out the wave, she actually needs to go into the center of the river, which is where Lina can get that Fog of War stun on her.
Yeah.
FTG, last pick on the board. They're looking for their offlaner. There's some echo coming in from your end. Are your speakers on?
No. Wait, let me check. Maybe my mic volume's too high.
Yeah, it's possible. Anyway, 120 seconds. 1 minute 20 seconds on the clock here. Fire
Is it
Dragoon.
better now?
Yeah, I think so. Offlaner here for FTG. I was leaning towards the Bristleback, but I'm having second thoughts looking at an Ancient Apparition, Axe, and a Quap.
Magnus. I think it's a Magnus game.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else that makes sense here either.
BB or Magnus. One of the two, mostly.
But then that puts Fire Dragoon on a clock, right? They want to play early, they want to start sieging early. And they're also going to have to play around that RP cooldown then, whereas EVOS can fight very often with the Axe Initiation. Ice Plus has a relatively low cooldown as well.
Thinking about it, like I see Centaur also, not banned, but Centaur.
Yeah, we haven't seen a single Centaur pick so far, at least in the games that we've been
Abaddon.
following.
Abaddon, Magnus, Centaur.
Does a Photic Shield... No, you can't dispel the Ice Plus, so a Photic Shield doesn't work there, but it does soak up some of the damage at least.
5 seconds remaining.
Oh,
Slider.
Slardar off lane. It's fallen out of fashion, man.
It doesn't seem like a good lane for Slardar though. Slark ANX. A lot of stunts.
Yeah, then I think Slardar offlane is also not one of those heroes that can go into the jungle and flash farm. Whereas EVOS has the axe who can just go and outpace the Slardar if needed.
Queen has to buy Yule's first item, I think, this game. Slardar, Earth Spirit, Silence.
Oh yeah, no
Ice
doubt
Path.
about that.
It's definitely a Yule game. I might even go PT2 Nulls BKB or some stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, but I'd say the lineups are fairly evenly matched here. EVOS has a lot of early mid game firepower, whereas Fire Dragoon has some great pushing potential with the Jakiro, Juggernaut, and Lina, I'd say. I think a lot's gonna boil down to how they use their nighttime smokes.
Yeah.
The one thing that I'm a little worried about for FTG is they don't have too many reliable stuns. So at this point, they're kind of relying on a Nyx Assassin to land the first stun, post which a Lina or a Jakiro could follow up. And
FTG? Nyx is in EVOS, right?
oh, sorry, my bad. I mean EVOS.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. I kind of got confused for a moment. What am I saying? Yeah, they've got the Slardar for the straight stuns, so that definitely works out for them.
For battle.
Alrighty
I
then,
can't
let's do.
control my own camera. What?
Oh, you just need to reconnect to the game. I think that'll fix it.
Okay, yeah, you go introduce.
Yep, introductions. FTG has Zaki on the Slardar. You've got Bryant handling that Earth Spirit. Jakiro is going to be played by Yang. Alacrity is going to be handling that Lina. And that puts Perfect on the Juggernaut.
Patience from Zoe.
Everyone's spamming out their patience from Zoes. Meanwhile on EVOS, you've got Laiku handling the Nyx Assassin. Axe is going to be played by Evil. Queen of Pain going to be played by Rams. Slark going to be handled by Illogic. And Suhoi is going to be playing the Ancient Apparition. Is your camera issue fixed?
Nah, I'm
30
reconnecting
seconds to
again.
battle.
I tried reconnecting, it didn't work.
Yeah, just
I
try restarting
restarted my
Dota. That'll
yeah.
work.
No, I don't have doubts on your camera control, but
No, but you need to watch something else, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so it's gonna be. It looks like an offensive tri lane coming out from EVOS actually there. Oh, just give me a moment. For some reason, my game sounds are absurdly loud.
Okay. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, so it's an offensive tri lane coming out from FTG. They're running a Juggernaut, Jakiro, and Bryant on that Earth Spirit towards the top lane, and then they're also gonna go up against a dual lane of the Ancient Apparition and the Slark. I assume that we're gonna see the Nyx rotate up top as well.
Their tri lane is like pretty much better than EVO's tri lane, but Axe is getting 1v1 versus a melee hero, so
Oh yeah.
that's a problem, yeah.
I wonder why they're doing this. Were they expecting an offensive tri lane from EVOS? No, you couldn't have expected an offensive tri lane with a Nyx, Ancient Apparition, and a Slark, right?
Maybe they think they'll play better with the Slardar Blink Daggers, so it isn't too bad. Mid lane,
Right, give me a sec, guys. I need to change some of my video settings. Drop them down to potato tier because
EVOS is shifting the lanes. They don't want
yeah,
the Slark to be under pressure.
FPS drops, man. I've actually downgraded my graphics card if that's the thing. Anyway, Zaki is running from Evil bottom. You can't. There's no way they can deal with this Slardar and Slardar versus Axe and Slark here. He's
The
gonna
Axe
have to
is
switch.
zoning the Slardar before he TPs out. So like every time you should like try and like predict the lanes, because if one team is TPing and you just follow the other team and they can't like walk again from bot to top.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty fun how this Axe is like zoning Slardar right now. It's like a position 5 Axe.
Slark did start off with the pounce, so he can make a play here if they want to. But they need level 2 on the Axe at least. Yeah, there we go. Level 2's online. Zaki might just end up dying here. There's the call to start things off. And he's also got the Essence Shift picked up now. Illogic needs to connect this pounce. Finds it as well. Looks like this might just be first blood. But while that's happening, middle lane ends up giving a first blood up to Rams on the Queen of Pain. Alacrity's gone down, and that's a big kill, considering it was the two position Lina. Zaki still alive, salving up, buying as much time as he possibly can here, running into a wave of dire creeps before TPing out. Space was created.
Mad. Yeah, the Nyx mana burned him like twice. Then they jumped him. It's fine. Lina will catch up in this matchup anyway.
Alright, so they've switched things up. There's an Invis rune on Lyku, by the way, and he's got that Impale available. But yeah, look at this. Radiant Scan has spotted this out.
That was a pretty good scan.
Yeah.
Scans normally don't work this early. Good.
Presence of mind, knowing that Ice Frog has given him new tools to work with.
Mid isn't really one-on-one anymore, so it's like pretty hard for Lina right now.
Up top, perfect. He's got 13 CS. Axe has now moved himself up here as well. That's a level 3 Axe. He's got 111 points in each of those 3 spells. He should be okay actually. He's just simply got to push out the creep waves, pick up his bounties, and get into that groove where he farms neutrals when the creeps are pushed out. And he'll get a lot easier once he gets his Tranquil Boots online as well.
Slada's out of region, so I think yeah, EVOS is coming out on top for now at least. This Nyx assassin player is cancer, man. He's like taking runes, standing on Radiant Hill and stuff like that.
He even forced out a rotation from the Earth Spirit. This wasn't spotted by the Nyx, but they're going in mid. They've actually, Queen is the one to jump in. Bad idea, gets hit with the rolling boulder. The Light Striker is there, but here comes Lyku from behind. Alacrity is in trouble. Lyku looks like he wants to score this kill, but he'll force out a salve at the very least, while Rams takes a Dragon Slave to the face. Bryant ends up surviving as well. Everyone just comes in, just growls at each other, snarls a little bit, and then they back away.
Regeneration.
Lovely.
Back
Casual
in the-
regen rune.
Back in the day when mid was 1v1, I miss those days.
Bottom
So
lane
much
is-
rotation, everyone's getting a good lane for some reason.
Yeah, I'd say that the Slark is still having a ball of a time here. He hasn't moved from this lane, right?
Yeah. Both are having like decent farm. Even Juggernaut is like free farm. For
How does this game play out in the mid-game stage? I'm trying to figure, because I think a lot of pressure is going to fall upon the Nyx and the Earth Spirit to make those plays, but early game their rotations are being matched by each other, so no one's dying. Maybe EVOS just, you know, flash farms on that Axe till he gets his Blink Dagger, and then they start making a play with a smoke perhaps. But
yeah, they're giving levels to the A also, so that they can fight early. Axe is jungling.
But the
So
Slada's
those
Blink is going to
boys-
be a lot slower than the Axe's Blink, so EVOS will be aggressive first is what I'd assume.
Yeah. I think Slug's dead.
Yep, bottom they've jumped him. There is a dual breath as well. Illogic bounces to the left, but his carcass hits the floor.
Oh,
Yeah.
sad.
That just happened.
It's pretty bad when you die to ANC nowadays. It's like 20 extra bonus time or something. 10, 15 or something, not sure.
And he's also
It's a
got,
lot.
I don't think he spent his money there either. So it definitely wasn't an intentional death.
Yeah, it's okay, it happens.
Maybe
Battle
if he had
of
an extra
Raindrops.
point in Berserker's Call instead of the Battle Hunger, he might have survived.
Fine, like, it's fine. As long as no one is stealing his stack, it's fine. The axe is pretty high level though.
5 at 6 minutes in, that's not bad at all. Meanwhile top, Zaki jumped on, but he's quite tanky. Gets hit with the cold feet, will be forced to use the sprint here.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
No real kill potential coming out just yet on this top lane. They need a rotation coming out from the Nyx. They need to secure the double stuns with the cold feet and the Impale if they actually want to confirm a kill. But
They can just go 3 top, I think, because the Nyx and the axe is missing. They see the Slug through the siege creep. They might jump him now.
look at this Nyx, man. He's such a pest. He's just following around Lina now, and maybe
Cancer.
they can
Top
get a
lane,
kill.
Slark.
He's about to go down. Dual breath from the side gets the kill. Let's look back at the Lina. She's down for the count. Queen of Pain jumps in. How many Invis runes has this guy picked up now? I think that's the second one in the first 6 minutes.
The Lina is like pinging the Nyx, like he's getting the cancer vibe from him. Like he's only been mid so far, so
Radiant structures
Yeah, this is...
are
But
falling.
even then, right, the only reason he's still able to score these kills is because of that stupid Invis rune. The first Invis, Lina made a good play scanning to spot out the position, so he dodged that gank. How do you expect a second Invis within the next 4 minutes? That's just bad
trying
luck for him.
some weird stuff at bottom, like trying to pressure out the Chuck with Axe and Slark. This Axe doesn't have a lane to go actually right now.
Evil.
He's trying for a wrap around from behind into creeps with Jug. Like if he catches him with 4 creeps, then it's fine, or else it's pretty hard.
Yeah, maybe they'll be able to get this if they connect with an Impale from the fog here. Laiku is lining it up. Evil starts off with the Battle Hunger. There isn't enough mana, but he does have a magic stick. He wants to pop it for the Blade Fury. Seems like they're trying to bait it. Oh, they got the stun off. Baited perfectly. Now they'll get the kill on the Jug. As Yang's TP will not accomplish anything. Bryant has entered the fray as well. They want to try and score one on the Slark, but he has level 6 online. There's the Rolling Boulder coming in, slowing down Evil, but he's the one dishing out more damages. Slaughter seeping in. What a boulder smash, but does it matter at this point? Evil and his boys are just really over leveled. They've even got the Shadow Dance popped by Logic, so he'll be able to shrug off the amp damage and run away. While Zaki should be able to score a kill on Evil's axe at the end of it all. It's a 2-for-1. Still well worth it for them. It's going to be more, in fact, as the Quap rotates in to score this kill on Zaki's Slaughter. They'll get the stun off behind on Bryant as well. And this is essentially a team wipe on the side of the Radiant. Everyone except the Lina died there.
Space for Lina, bro. I think it's good.
Oh,
It's
meanwhile,
not that bad.
at least the Juggernaut scores the return kill on the top lane.
Yeah, A was chilling, having the lane to himself. Like, you could say it was worth it for EVOS, but see the mid tower's HP and also a freebie given up by the AA at that time. So, is it
Yep.
too bad?
Yeah, I think EVOS are okay.
Radiant's top tower is
I mean, FTG are okay.
I like in that fight how Sladder uses amp first and then he stuns on the Slark, which gave him time to like pop the Shadow Dance. I don't think it made a difference, but still.
They're a
That
rolling
ward.
boulder again.
GG,
Looks like they're gonna
Tranquil
go in.
Boot stolen.
Oh, you gotta be joking! Where? Oh man!
Axe feels like shit right now.
Yep.
Life of a position 5.
Suddenly,
Running at you.
I think FTG are back in this game. I mean, they were looking like they were falling a little behind, but now they're back in it. Laiku, he's looking for this double impale, but there's no follow-up, so what's the point? And that's a
I don't
Vendetta
think he can
popped
kill.
already.
The Lina is like Nyx Assassin is missing and he's like pinging the Radiant jungle.
Do they have a sentry
Yeah.
ward? Nope.
Nah. They'll probably sentry between the medium camps right now. So the next can probably solo kill Lina, like he is going to Carapace the Dragon Slave and then hit him.
What's he doing though?
No, he wanted to Carapace the Dragon Slave and then hit him with the Ventilator.
Okay, but now he's gonna end up dying, I think. Axe comes in with brown boots again. Someone hit the reset button on this fellow, Evil. Gets the call. Oh wow, that's a dead Slaughter.
Nah. Broken hero.
Cold Feet did proc on him. Rams comes in. There's the death on him. Bryant, you saw what he tried, right? Geomagnetic Grip as soon as the Queen blinked in, but he's just a millisecond too late, I think.
Dire's middle tower has been denied.
Queen is pretty farmed.
Mm-hmm.
Orchid Rush, but still pretty fragile.
Yeah, I do agree with your call at the early game where she should have considered the Yules or some sort of survival items first.
Nah, I think
Oh.
it makes sense. not
Juggernaut
going
is
for
dead
the
as well.
Yules. It makes sense not going for the Yules because the Nyx was like mid the entire time and he gave him a good start. So he needs some
Radiant's top
aggressive
tower
item now.
is
He
under
just
attack.
shouldn't get caught. That's the thing.
11 minutes in, casual 17 kills on the board. Just your average Southeast Asian Dota game, ladies and gentlemen.
Boot windlass axe trying to farm a dagger.
Oh man, I feel bad for this guy. He had an okay
Yeah.
time, right? He was holding his own in the lanes, farming well in the neutrals, stacked his neutrals, etc. All that effort, and then it's all stolen away because they had one observer ward here, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
Generation.
They see him again, that's the problem.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Messi?
Yep, that ward, so much value coming out from it.
I think the Axe should realize by now that that place has some crime going on.
The tilt is real.
Dire's top
He rolled on
tower is
him
under attack.
twice from the same place, actually. So,
Slark. Yeah, he's okay. He's queued up the Shadow Blade, but it's gonna take a while before he gets this. EVOS, I can't believe they've actually been resigned to making space for their axe now.
if they get off this gang, the Queen is
Dire's
going to have
top
like a
tower
15
is
minute
under
Orchid or
attack.
something.
Yeah,
They
but
need a
they've been
core.
spotted. There's an observer and a sentry in the lane that saw this movement. Queen jumps in anyway. Zaki's been waiting here for a little too long. Vlaiku takes the long path around Macropire along with the ice path. The boulder smash doesn't connect onto the Slark. The Sonic Wave, it does clip one on the tail end of it, but they're still fighting this one through successfully. Zaki with a desperate stun can't quite catch Rams on haste.
Are fortified.
Meanwhile behind, Slark and Nyx doing up to no good. Alacrity walks in, gets stunned up and caught with the pounce. Shadow Dance pop preemptively, but they've got the control for the Slark with the ice path. While Vlaiku, he's in trouble. He's got the Spike Carapace in 3, but doesn't get to pop it. Gets Laguna on the back of a crush. FTG will find another minor kill there.
The Surge Spirit is a mad football player. Like, he's been saving his team. Even he saved Sladder at the bottom lane, like next to the tower when he went for the trees. Pretty good.
It's scary how EVOS are still applying so much pressure despite all that's happened to the Axe this game.
Radiant's top tower
But their lineup is still really good at fighting, even though the Axe's Blink Dagger is going to take a long time. Look at that, by the way. He bought a second set of Tranquil Boots.
Yeah, he was thinking like if he could like
Rush
go
the
for a
dagger.
Blink Dagger. Yeah, but you can't farm jungle without Tranquil Boots. It's impossible.
Do you, at this point, do you make a decision to simply skip the Blink for now? Maybe just tank up with a Hood or something?
Nah, I think you need Blink. You have like he's the initiating core, right? He probably thinks like I should get Blink ASAP and like go fight. He needs to fight. You can't play passive with an axe for like 20 minutes or something.
Yeah, that's true. Well, we spoke about how the Nyx and the Invoker would have made a good combination, but for now it's the Nyx and the Ancient Apparition that are busy sniping off heroes. And that puts Slara's Blink Dagger back by a few minutes as well. He almost had it. I think he actually had the money for it just before he died, but now he's stuck at 1900 gold.
The axe is also like 900 gold away only. And Sladder still doesn't have a blink after like losing his
Radiant
tranquil
structures
boots.
are
Like
fortified.
after like axe lost his
Radiant's
tranquil boots.
bottom
So Sladder is having a rough time.
They're going in here. They whiff on the rolling boulder. The boulder smash is a wide ball as well. And well, at least the Omni Slash will be fine. They will get the kill onto Hoist, Ancient Apparition, but Evil, he's crying. He just wants them to leave him alone for a while so he can get his dagger, but they're not going to let him have his way. It's a double kill for Perfect, while EVOS, they actually picked off the Lina behind. Now Rams is coming back into the fray to try and find a pick off on these stragglers. But they've all got TPs. They'll get on out of here.
Yeah, he's going back for the Yule now. He got a freebie on the Lina. He did not see the Orchid coming. He was like walking to the lane. Got picked off. He had a TD as well.
EVOS, at this point, they're just using the Axis bait to make space. Unintentional bait.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Sladder's walking back to base. They're going to smoke with the dagger.
EVOS should be prepared for this though.
Radiant's top tower is
And if they can find a pick off before the smoke comes through, that's perfect for them. They'll open up a lot of room to wiggle.
Juggernaut's pretty okayishly farmed, but he's going drums. Not sure about that.
What would you prefer?
I think just straight up go Manta. Because they have like Orchid and stuff. Nyx.
Gonna keep my eyes on Nyx, by the way. He's looking like he wants to go hunting again. He's going for the drums of his own, by the way, so bonus move speed, bonus HP on that Nyx assassin. Well, then Invis Quap is now moving into the jungle, but they should be worried. They should be cautious about how they do this. FTG ought to be prepared for Nyx walking around in Invis. They're gonna
They
walk
have
in.
0 sentries right now, though.
Dire's top tower is
Uh-oh.
under
They put a
attack.
sentry at the shrine. Lyku knows that something is up. FTG's movements might have given that away. Either that or yeah, it was this observer ward from the Dire that spotted this. In the jungle though, they've got the pick off here. They're gonna bring down the Juggernaut before he can respond, but the Crush comes out saving his life. Evos is the one to get the first kill. It is the kill on the Juggernaut anyway, while Lyku, he's caught between a rock and a hard place and will tick down to the Magnetize and an auto attack from Yang. So 1-for-1 this thus far, but the pick off on the Juggernaut is a lot more valuable than the death on the Nyx Assassin. And all while Axe continues to farm. Oh, he's got his blink
Axe.
by the way.
Yeah, he got up.
Hey, not bad, man. 17 minutes in. In my pub games, this is normal blink timing. Anyway, bottom. There's the Crush coming out. Illogic. Oh, whiffed bounce there. Zaki barely sidestepping it while Bryant comes in with the boulder smash missing. They did connect with the Ice Blast on him, so they can score this kill. They're going to run him down and bring him down indeed. The Crush onto 2. The Macro Pyre is there on the front lines as well. Illogic's going to be careful about where he steps now. Abel comes in on the back lines with that Blink Dagger unveiled. It's a double kill for Evos as Illogic Slark, while Lyku whiffs on the stun on Yang. I don't think it matters. They have the Culling Blade and will smack him in the head. FTG. I mean, RNGesus and the Dota Gods are only going to bless them so much before Evos finds their strides.
Mad team fight right there. They're fighting without like the cores which can do some damage. Like
Radiant's
Slardar is the
bottom
core,
tower
but he's
is under
just stunning
attack.
people. They need Lina or the Juggernaut to like follow up. One more core in that lane would have made a difference, but
Yeah.
it's fine.
Well, is this a Midas on the cards for the Ancient Apparition? He's getting no money whatsoever, so despite his
Queen
team doing
almost-
very well, he's starved here.
Queen almost has the BKB.
I'll take that.
Well, that's gonna cause all sorts of problems. It's funny how Yang is one of the highest damage dealers on the side of FTG right now. Slark though caught out, Omni Slash brought down, but the call along with the Ice Blast coming from Evos as a retaliation. It's not enough though. The entirety of FTG was here and they bring down the axe as well. Well, Tuhoy, yeah, he's probably not gonna make it out of here.
Football player. Oh,
Zoning football.
Dire's top tower is
yep,
under
he's not
attack.
going anywhere. Oh, Juke. Juke's a real.
Are fortified.
TP, just TP out.
Dire's top tower has
TP,
fallen.
bro.
He dead.
Radiant's middle tower
see him
is
on
under
the ward.
attack.
TP, bro. What is he doing? He wants the bounty rune now? Is he gonna wait for 20 seconds?
Maybe we don't see it. It's on cooldown, I guess.
He's dead.
He's there.
No, it's not on cooldown, man. We get to see the TP cooldowns.
Yeah.
I like how he tried to man up before going down, throwing that tennis ball on their face. You what, mate?
FTG wards are doing work though. Like the Slack thought he is not under vision. He went with Shadow Dance and Shadow Blade and got caught with the sentry.
But I mean, if you're Evos, you have to be prepared for this, right? They gotta know that Nyx Assassin has caused way too much trouble for FTG now, and that FTG is taking steps to prevent it from happening again.
Yeah, like if Evos goes on to win the game, Nyx is probably the MVP for giving Queen that kind of a start. So
Uh-oh, they pinged out Lyku. They know that he's here. They're gonna start off with the Dragon State. The stun connects and Rams comes in to clean up on him as well. The Ice Blast will clip as well. It actually connects on both, so Rams is now wicked sick. Well, perfect. He's burning down Lyku with the Blade Fury. The BKB from Rams has been expended. But they're only gonna get Yang on the back of this, and that too is a doubtful pick off. The Crush comes out onto the axe, holding him in position. Yang drops down a sideways Macro Pyre, preventing the chase from continuing on the side of Evos. Abel now getting hit with the Blade Fury, has been tagged with the amp damage as well while he makes a run for it. Zaki will replenish it. Omni Slash along with the Ice Path will secure the kill. FTG finding more than they lost there.
they actually do not have an answer for the Jug later on if the axe is not farmed. He's pretty far from his blade man. Actually, not so far. It's not too bad.
Slark's alright though. I mean, I think he could deal with the Jug.
Yeah, he's pretty farmed.
Lina, she did lose a few Bloodstone charges there, but I guess it works out in well for FTG in the end.
She got 2 charges again after dying, so it's like fine. Lost only 2 charges after like getting those 2 back.
The near naked Blink Dagger on the Earth Spirit as well is now almost online, so the initiation
Radiant's
gets
bottom
significantly
tower is
stronger.
under attack.
The Omni Slash was on cooldown. The amped Queen linked in with amplified damage on her, but the Omni Slash was on cooldown for like 14 seconds or something.
In the end, he did end up using it though.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom
Looks
tower
like Rosh
is
could be
falling.
on their minds here. EVOS probably doesn't have enough to take down Roshan though.
EVOS has better heroes to like split up the map. And Lina, he doesn't have a Shadow Blade or something to go find people. He can't go for a Shadow Blade. Like, he'll just get jumped on by the axe after he reveals himself.
Yeah, Yules has to be
He's
the
a-
item of choice.
Yeah.
Laiku again with a Vendetta. He will dodge one of those Radiant Wards on his way in here. He's looking for this pick off on Yang's Jakiro, but is he gonna get it? They need an Ice Blast to come through as well, but yep, Sentry Ward spots this out. He's actually been tagged with the Ice Path, even dusted. Avil, what kind of a call was that? Completely off the mark. Catches only illusions. And now it looks like it's FTG's turn to turn things around. Macropyre, Ice Path and a Laguna Blade for good measure. One down on the side, a Silent Slark on the other end. Now tagged with the amp damage. Stunned, but the Dark Pact, he had to have known that it was being channeled there.
Yeah, he should have waited for the stun. But I don't think they wanted to like follow up on that kill, so it's fine.
Yeah, but again, FTG, they didn't really commit too much for that. They did get the kill on the axe with the Laguna and a Macropyre, but it opens up some breathing room for them to keep farming and maybe even pop a smoke of their own.
The Slada isn't going for a Midas or something. It's pretty good. Like Queen was camping for him. They need to deward this Radiant like Dire Ward on top. Next to the medium camp.
Oh,
It's like the most basic ward of Dota and like the rotation.
this smoke was spotted, right? I think it should have... No, I don't think it was spotted actually. But EVOS are playing defensively, almost as if they know this is happening. But nope, as I say that, Quap is actually running out there. She's probably going to go down here if they can get the stuns off. They need the crush to start things off. Zaki? What? Okay, they got the crush anyway. Double stuns, Ice Path, everything thrown at her. She shouldn't have died
Hey.
there, to be honest.
Radiant's top tower
She
is
shouldn't
under
be there,
attack.
to be honest.
Oh, illogic. This time they baited him. They've got the amp tagging him. They can jump forward, but the Ice Path will start things off. The crush will hold him there longer. LSA as well. He just did not get to move in the Shadow Dance. They played that one perfectly, FTG.
3-man shrine, worth, value, Rosh, FDG with the execution, bro.
Yeah, this is good decision making coming out from them. Immediately shrine into Rush, knowing that there's 2 down. EVOS, I mean, at best they can throw like an Ice Path into the pit.
Lina is the same level as Quap after dying so many times.
They're a little late to this party. Roshan's already down, and while they are grouping up, it's a bad idea for the Axe to think about jumping in there.
Radiant has better team fight. They need to pick off people with the Slark and then like chase one by one. That's their game plan with the AA, Axe and Nyx. They can't directly go fight them. Not right now at least.
How does EVOS fight back in this game? Keep farming on this lock, get that BKB.
Yeah, I think just split up, get more items on the Queen, maybe a Lincoln or something. He's going for a Hex though. I'm not sure actually. It's a pretty bad game to play Queen versus like Stun, Sladder, versus Spirit Silence. Pretty sure Hex is not the item over here though. Like if there's a Sladder, you should go Shivas into Mjolnir and stuff.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely think she needs some survivability. Even a Yules at this point is something I could agree with. But
No, you're just delaying yourself. Like I don't think Yul is that good versus Ice Path as well. Not right now at least. He had a pretty good start. You don't buy Yules after a start like that. It's fine.
well, what you could do though, I mean, one thing that EVOS does have going in their favor is if Avil lands one of those big calls, things could turn around very quickly in their favor with a Sonic Wave and an Ice Blast. So they have that wombo combo potential in their team fights, and their high ground defense is going to be very strong because of that.
Lina going back for a Shadow Blade. Yeah, so
FTG.
she has Yules and then she's going Shadow Blade. So I'm not sure. Yeah, no, she's going Blink. That doesn't make sense. Going Yule into Shadow Blade.
Why not?
It's like too many. How do you say it? Like initiation based items, I guess. You need some damage, right?
But the
Bloodstone, BKB types.
Blink
BKB
doesn't add damage though.
No, I'm saying it's like too many initiation items.
Ah, okay. I mean, yeah, she is going to be one of the physical DPS cores as well as this game goes on.
She needs a BKB and maybe Bloodthorn Deadless or something.
Illogic. He's going BKB. Yeah, you have to get a BKB this game. There's no denying it. But is it too early for the BKB on this lock?
Nah, I think you need a BKB this game. Like normally people go for a Lincoln or something, but Lincoln doesn't help you versus Ladder. You still get crushed. So
Nice burn.
AoE stun,
Mm-hmm.
Lincoln, Spirit Kick. BKB is pretty good. He's like immortal in fights now
Yeah, unless
for a while.
yeah,
Unless
at
he gets
least
caught.
if he gets Omni Slash, he's still done for. But that is assuming he doesn't have the Shadow Dance available at that
Like
time.
yeah, he's going to get Omni slashed when he's like controlled, right? So
Mm-hmm. Juggernaut, he's had a decent game so far, but he's fallen behind in terms of net worth. He's now down to about 12.5k, which is still behind the Slock. Queen of Pain seems to be the clear leader in this game, though. But
he
we're
went back
questioning.
for a Shadow Blade instead of completing the. Not sure.
Who are you
Shadow
talking about?
Blade is Juggernaut.
Huh.
Maybe
I
he doesn't
mean,
want to be seen by the axe walking into team fights. Makes sense.
is there value in a Silver Edge here?
Is under attack.
Not so much, right? I guess the Axe is the only one who you really want, whose passage you really want to disable.
Silver Edge in general is a very good item, so I think it's fine.
Alright, Evil. Are they thinking of fighting this? I mean, the Ice Blast has connected on the Lina, but they're not going to jump in with the call on her. Meanwhile, on the top side of the map, Jakiro seeping in while Rams is being chased down by Perfect. Do they have the control? No, he blinks out. The crush just barely missing from Zaki.
He should have waited with the Shadow Blade hit, I think. Jakiro shouldn't TP before Sladder, that doesn't make sense. Queen has a completed Hex right now, they can jump FTG. Lina's going for a Lincoln though.
She's still getting survivability and control items, though. She's not quite stacking up the damage.
Lincoln is like still little bit stats, so it's fine. I think Lincoln is good because Queen has a Hex now.
BKB, Orchid Hex. Do you go back for the Aghanim Scepter on Queen this game, or?
Is under attack.
She's queued up a Skadi. I would go Shivas, I think, next. I wouldn't buy a Hex this game. Not so early at least. I think Shivas into some Neon Air and stuff would have been pretty good. They lack some damage as well.
Full Yules finished up on Zaki as well. How's the net worth looking? Very minor lead for EVOS. 30 minutes in, neither side really looking like they're threatening high ground just yet. The Aegis, well, it's not available on anyone at the moment. Roshan, still a while before he's back online. A minimum of 2.5 minutes. So we've hit that phase in the game where, you know, it's the calm before the storm, and neither side wants to get picked off.
They don't feel threatened, I think, by the late game. They have Sladder and Juggernaut with 2 DPS scores, so I think they're fine.
But I mean, the same could be said
versus
for
the Slark.
EVOS, right? Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Slark is devastating in the late game. But he's going for a Diffusal next. Do you agree with this?
I'm not sure about the Diffusal actually right now. I'm trying to think why he's getting a Diffusal, but
Dire's top tower is under
There's going to be
attack.
2 Yules pretty soon on FDG. Maybe he wants to dispel that. In general, like Diffusal Blade is like good, cheap and good for damage. But
Oh, check this out. They're gonna use the Slark as bait here, but FTG are not taking it. They're just backing up.
Radiant's
We're hoping that some
Maybe-
squishy hero comes in, but yeah.
yeah.
Speaking of squishies, they will find Hoyd somewhere else. The life of a 5 position support. But at least he's got a Midas.
middle tower is under attack.
They're going to deward everything now. Never gem. What? LSA doesn't give vision, bro.
That was a
Maybe
rage
Slab
stun
should
on the
just
ward.
complete his Silver Edge right now. Like some stats is like better than a Diffusal Blade for sure. I'll just go for a Basher, I think.
Yeah, I
Basher
like.
seems to
I
be
do like the Basher here.
Yeah.
Smack the Juggernaut while he's spinning.
Like even a bash on the Lina is like pretty.
Double damage.
The Knicks have done so much work. I'll feel bad if he like ends up losing this game now, actually.
He's got his Blink Dagger online now for the next fight as well.
Hax needs a BKB right now. He can't like blink call and like YOLO kill one guy because like Ice Path, Boulder Smash, a lot of stuff. Yules.
Yeah, I think the Yules is the biggest controlling factor up against him. The double Yules on FTG rather. But EVOS, they're
They're
moving.
going to show the Lina top and gank somewhere. So the move was to like show Lina at the lane and find a pick off in the jungle, but EVOS are playing together, so
I like
not
this
taking it.
FTG ward though. I mean, there is no reason for it to be out here in the middle of nowhere, but it provides
How
that
did they
valuable
plan
intel.
that?
Exactly.
yeah. How did they plant that?
Dire's top tower
You
is
can't
under
check anyone who
attack.
planted that ward over.
I don't think so. Yeah, it doesn't show the
Dire's
ward
top
zoner
tower
anymore.
has fallen.
But yeah, again, because of that ward, they knew that the entirety of EVOS was bottom, so they could take that tower at top without any contest and fear of being jumped upon. The
Yeah.
EVOS, they smoked, and again, I think that ward might have seen it. No,
Yeah.
that ward was just out of range. Mid though, they've jumped in, they've got the Hex on Jakiro. They should get this kill. Spike Carapace will hold him there, while EVOS Laiku still continues onwards with that Vendetta. They've cut their losses though, FTG. They're okay with giving up one Jakiro for a smoke rotation.
Rosh is still not up, so it's fine.
Illusion.
Waiting to see what Lina goes for next. Maybe a BKB, another survivability item, but not sure actually. Yeah, he's going BKB. Nyx, he needed BKB versus Nyx. Lincoln doesn't do the job.
But I'm starting to feel like her damage output is waning this game. Ooh, look at this.
How did he not see him?
I think he pretended to not see him, but Illogic had to have seen his inventory.
Yeah. All wards are getting dewarded. He was feeling like shit right now.
Yeah, it's the worst feeling in the world when you're playing this mid-late game and you're not sure of where FTG is gonna come hunting you from.
It's just the axe. They need the BKB on axe. Then they can feel confident about walking to places. Queen is going Orchid now.
She had the Orchid for a while actually.
I mean AC.
Yeah, this I can agree with.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Still looking for Rosh. He is back online though. That's where the next fight should happen. Alacrity gonna take an Ice Plus along with that stun coming out from the Nyx. Slark joins the fray, does whatever damage he can, but the Yules is there to hold him up there. He's gonna stay alive for a little longer, but he's gonna tick down to the Sonic Wave from behind, while Perfect gets a double kill, bringing down the Nyx as well as the Axe. He's still doing a fair bit of damage, slicing through heroes. Now Blade Furying forward, the Crush is there along with the Bash. They'll get the kill on the AA while Slark drops next. FTG, in the blink of an eye, wiped the floor with EVOS and can now claim Roshan without fear of being brought down.
Why do people don't want to focus down the Jakiro? He's like on full HP, like not even like 100 HP less or something.
There was a lot of commitment for the Lina though that allowed them to get behind. I mean, Perfect just jumped straight past the Yule's Lina and went forward to bring down the Axe and the Nyx Assassin by himself.
At least they got the Lina kill over there, like he didn't commit suicide, so that would have been disastrous otherwise.
I mean, I'd still count this as a disaster.
Dire's middle
Like FDG is pretty good at execution. They like play behind the jug when the jug is like out of Blade Fury, then the opponents commit and then they start with the Earth Spirit stun and then Slardar goes on to kill A solo and stuff. It's like pretty, like they know what to do. Meanwhile, EVOS is just running at people like whoever they see. Yep, he completed a Shivas. He didn't go for the AC. Makes sense.
Yeah, meanwhile, you've got the full Diffusal Blade finished up on the Jug, who's also got that Silver Edge. I don't know if he had it for the last battle, but their FTG are clearly getting a major power spike into the next fight. This should be... it should be a comfortable siege for FTG, to be honest, with the Aegis and these liquid fire spams onto the high ground.
Yeah, they're trying for a trade right now, I think, but they're
Dire's
already
middle
outside the
tower
base.
has fallen.
That ward, he placed the ward again over there. Why? Even he has to like place wards at high grounds now because of the gem.
Alacrity, hunting, looking for a pick off, but won't find anyone. It's Tuhoy now that's in trouble. He doesn't have a TP. Ninja.
Does he notice the trees? Nah. Is he going to stun?
Oh, now he's got it. He's out. This should have been punished. But yeah, how would they know?
How would they?
Axe, his BKB is still a while to go actually. He needs the recipe now. This map is no longer safe for EVOS when the Aegis is in tow on FTG.
The ward. They need to deward this ward before fighting.
Here comes Slark from behind, going to work on Perfect. He does have a Diffusal Blade, but it's the Juggernaut that turns around and starts slapping him to bits. They blow him up with the Laguna Blade. What was the Slark thinking there? He's also going to get the Axe kill alongside him. No buyback on the Axe, by the way. This is 60 seconds that FTG has with a healing ward on the floor to take high ground.
That's the SEA well played right there, boys. Like he had no business hitting the Juggernaut with Aegis over there. I don't know what he was doing. Maybe they wanted to fight over there, but
Miscommunication.
yep. Does he have a buyback?
Axe doesn't though. This is still a really tough defense coming out from EVOS. Here we go, the jump in, the crush whips. There's the LSA. Bye-bye Ancient Apparition. Down for the count for 47 seconds. Perfect. Doesn't even end up losing the Aegis. They'll just Silver Edge and run away to take down the shrines now that the tier 3 is taken away.
That's a good call. Like they don't need to force the Aegis for a rack. They can just come back later and take 2 lanes using that Aegis.
Yeah, and they're gonna come back with more items as well. So Skadi eventually gonna be finished on Perfect. How's the Lina looking in terms of farm? She's almost got a Scythe of Vice finished up.
Outplays real, I think.
More than outplays, I want to say this is mistakes from EVOS. That move on the Juggernaut was questionable to say the least.
Yeah. He thought like he'll just like take some stats and walk out.
I mean, maybe they tried it because they had the vision advantage. Bryant jumps forward, whiffs on the boulder smash. Illogic now pops his BKB in time to try and do some damage. Ice Plus is coming in. Bryant's gonna get 4-staffed out of it. No one gets tagged with that Ice Plus, while the Yules will keep Yang alive as well. The BKB is down. Now Illogic's running away with the Silver Edge. Meanwhile, behind there's a fight breaking out as EVOS, they've actually lost their Axe once more. And the Ancient Apparition will fall soon after. The Hex is there as well. They're controlling up the Queen of Pain. She's not getting an opportunity to pop that BKB, but finally does. However, Nyx is the one to get crushed in their face. Perfect. Remember, still has that Aegis. And this time they're going to put to use by taking the buildings, by taking the barracks.
He got a free kill on the Axe coming, like walked in with the Silver Edge and killed the hit and the purge.
I can't hear you. Your voice is really soft.
Dire's bottom
I was saying like he got the pick off on the axe with the silver edge, so they can't fight without axe.
Yep, melee barracks taken value ages indeed. They still have the cheese on the Lina, by the way, which will now be thrown over to the Juggernaut.
Lina has a completed hex now.
Yeah, she had it in the last fight as well. They tried to bring down the Quap with it, but Rams popped his BKB and bailed in the nick of time. Looking at Nyx coming in, hunting. There's actually an Ancient Apparition that's casually devouring here. But here's the entirety of FTG. They'll start with the Blade Fury. They do have the Diffusal Blade, so they're going to get this freebie on the Ancient Apparition. And then they can take down the Shrine. Oh, they're actually gone for the Slark. He's controlled up, stunned up as well. They don't have enough control though. Oh, sure they do with the Hex from the high ground from Alacrity. Die back on the Slark. I mean, without sugarcoating it, you might as well call it now.
I think that's GG. Yeah. And the DD rune on Lina as well. Post 40-minute Dota, 2 power runes. One guy has Invis, one guy has DD.
And they still have the cheese on the Juggernaut. He's got something new flying out to him. Look at that later. Hex comes out. They got the Crush as well. The LSA, everything on the Nyx. He's down for a good 50 seconds himself. EVOS, I think they smell defeat as well as we do here. With Evil about to drop next. Rams is just giving up, man. He's just stopped moving. This is that moment when you get up in the cyber cafe and smack your feeder on the head and then come back and type GG. EVOS, they've tapped out. FTG will move on to the quarterfinals and are one step closer to making it to the regionals of the International 2017 Southeast Asia region. Alright, we're gonna check if the lobby is up for the next one real quick. FTG. Who are they playing next? Yeah, it's up. They're playing MVPR. MVP Resolution. So join the lobby, Crowley.
Yeah, just finding the FTG was the MVPR.
Yep. Alright guys.
Are you in?
Yeah, I'm in. You can join. We're gonna cut to a quick break. When we come back, we'll be watching MVP Revolution. Is that what they called? Versus Fire Dragoon Esports. Stay with us guys. This is Cloudx and Crowley on AFK Gaming Esports.